Does anyone here like to hear a good story? Would anyone like to come out really close and sit at the footsteps of a great storyteller? We have Tim Tingle here today. Tim, are you ready to tell us a story? Tim said he's ready. He's going to come out here. Tim, can the kids come sit with you? Kids, come on out. Hey, Tim said you can sit with him. Come on. Come on, kids. Come gather around Tim. He's a great storyteller. Just have a seat around the chair. Yeah, you don't have to be a kid in age. You can be a kid at heart. Come on, get close. Please welcome Tim Tingle.
Okay, see if we can find the hot spot in the microphone. Wave if you can hear what I'm saying. Wave if you can't hear what I'm saying. Yeah, that was a trick. Thank you, guys. My name is Tim Tingle. I'm Oklahoma Choctaw. We spoke earlier about remembering that everything we do here today is done for our ancestors, for the people that walked before us. The one that walked before me and taught me was a man named Charlie Jones. Charlie Jones was the finest Choctaw storyteller I think who will ever live. And 20 years ago, this month is when I first walked with Charlie 12 miles over 100 degrees. He was an old man then. It was a Trail of Tears reenactment. And he began to tell me a series of Choctaw stories, many of that I still do today. And the story that he told me every time I would see him for the course of the years that he taught me stories is the story I want to start with. It's a story, a traditional trickster tale about our Choctaw trickster, that old rabbit. It's an audience participation story, and audience participation doesn't mean it's just for kids. It means you all get to do it. Are y'all ready? You guys ready? Now you guys have to do it especially loud and demonstrative. That means big gestures. So you're teaching the adults how to do this. Are you ready? Okay. They'll be watching. A long time ago in the land of the Choctaws, there was rabbit. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you, when I say there was rabbit, you're supposed to do it too. Are you ready? You too, ma'am. You ready? Yeah, okay, got it, okay. A long time ago in the land of the Choctaws, there was rabbit. Good. You can put your rabbit ears now, but get ready. You'll be putting them back on soon. And Rabbit had one problem. Rabbit just wouldn't stop talking. Let's all say that. He wouldn't stop talking. Now, do you see why Charlie Jones might have told me that story every time I saw him for about 10 years? Yeah, that's not nice. He just, one more time, wouldn't stop talking. And Rabbit had a friend, Fox. And Fox lived in a fox house. He had 4 fox babies, and he had a fox wife. That's different from a fox wife. That's just a fox wife. And every day, Fox would go down to the river and fish for catfish. He would sling that fishing line out, shoo, plop, and reel it back in. Shoo, 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 shoo. So let's all do that. Shoo, plop, shoo, 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 shoo. 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 He knew if he caught just enough fish to feed his family, one for every family member, how many fish would that be? See who was listening. Yeah, how many? 5. How come 5? 4 fox babies, Mrs. Fox, and 6 Mr. Fox too. And on the day of the story, he caught 6 catfish. And he knew as soon as he got home, she would have that skillet popping hot with grease. She would cornbread batter that catfish. It would be good, good. Let's all say that. Good, good. Or we could say, chug ma. Here we go. Chug ma. It was going to be some pretty fine catfish. And he was diddly bopping on. I don't think that's a Choctaw word, is it? Diddly bop? I don't believe, but anyway, he was diddly bopping, diddly bopping, diddly bopping, ho, let's all say it. Diddly bopping, diddly bopping, diddly bopping, home. Diddly bopping, diddly bopping, diddly bopping, home. And along came trouble. This is serious trouble. Catfish, once you catch it before you fry it, it smells pew-wee bad. Let's all say that. Pew-wee bad. Oh, wait a second. We're looking for audience participation here. Here we go. This is the easy line. Kids, turn around, make sure they do it. Here we go. Pew-wee bad. That was pretty good. All right. And that fishy smell worked itself all the way around the nose of that old rabbit. Here we go. All the way around the nose of that old rabbit. Now leave your rabbit ears up. And Rabbit said, smell like fish to me. Let's all say it. Smell like fish to me. So Rabbit went, hip-poppity, 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 hip-poppity. Here we go. Let's all do it. Now let's do it. And remember, it's not shoulder-hoppity, shoulder-hop. No, it's hip-poppity, hip-poppity. So here we go. Let's go. Hip-poppity, 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 hip-poppity. He jumped in front of that fox and he said, give me that fish. Can y'all say that? Give me that fish. And the fox said, no way. Here we go. No way. But you know, Rabbit, he just wouldn't stop talking. He went on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Finally, Fox realized the only way to get rid of that rabbit was to trick him. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. This was back so far long ago, Rabbit had a long, beautiful, bushy tail. Let's all do that. A long, beautiful, bushy tail. Not at all like the little powder puff of a tail like he's got today. And I'm glad I remembered, because this how it got that way. Fox took one look at that rabbit's tail and he said, I tell you what, Rabbit, what you got to do is you go down to the icy part of the river there and you get you a big old rock and you chunk it. That means throw. You get your big old rock and you chunk it out there and it'll bust a big old hole in the ice. And then you stick your tail down yonder and the fish will come along, they'll bite a hold of your tail, and all you got to do, you go flip in your tail and the fish will go flopping on the shore. Let's say that. You go flip in your, one more time everybody, you go flip in your tail and the fish will go flopping on the shore. Good. And Rabbit looked at that fox. He said, I can do that. Let's all say it. I can do that. And Fox said, I bet you can. So he picked the fish up, Fox did, and shoo-wee! Let's all say it. Shoo-wee! He was gone. As soon as he was gone, Rabbit said, guess I better go fishing. So he went, hip-poppity, hip-poppity. Never mind, we already did that. He went all the way down to the icy part of the river. Now let's pick up a big old rock. He got a big old rock and he chunked it. Let's do it. And he chunked it and it busted a hole in the ice. And Rabbit, woo, he was ready to walk out there and do some fishing. But then he realized he's barefoot. It's ice. So he stepped on. Whoa, it was cold. No, it made him jump just like that. It was cold, cold, cold. Woo, it was too cold. And he said, I'll try the other foot. So he stepped on the other foot. Step real slow on the other. Whoa, whoa, it was cold, 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 cold. And then he heard it. He heard it growling. It was the beast that rules everything. The beast that must be fed. It was his tummy growling. He realized, I better go catch that fish. So he stepped out on the ice. And he got ready to sit down on the ice, and then he thought, I can't sit down on the ice on my bare bottom. And then he realized, oh, I'm not a bear, I've got a rabbit bottom. Maybe it'll be okay. that was funny. So we made up a song, and this is why we think that Choctaws invented the power of positive thinking. At this moment, he made up a song. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna. Whoa! It was cold, cold, cold. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna. And then finally, he sat down on the ice, and then he remembered, I gotta put my tail in the ice water. He grabbed his tail and he stuck it in the ice water, and that was cool. He saw his tail waving, but the fish weren't biting. And then it got to be freezing cold, and something grabbed a hold of his tail. And Rabbit said, I got a fish. What am I supposed to? And he remembered. He went, y'all remember? He went, flipping. Let's one more time. He went, flipping it. But his tail stayed right where it was. There weren't any fish. He thought, I caught a big fish. I better flip harder. Are y'all ready? So he went, flip. But his tail stayed right where it was. There weren't any fish. And then he thought, I caught a humongous, giantatious, really big Choctaw fish. All I have to do is count. A chafa tuklo tukchina. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll do it in English for y'all. We'll count 1, 2, 3. And all I have to do is jump up, and I'll bust the fish through the ice, and I'll never have to work again. So are y'all ready? Here's what we are not going to do. For the adults out there, we are not going to jump. We don't want to damage the furniture. So we're not going to jump either. We're just going to holler jump. Are y'all ready? Here we go. Rabbit said, no. We are not going to jump. That means you don't have to get ready to jump. But say it real loud. Count. Here we go. And 1, 2. Wait, hold everything. This is not your library voice. This is NMAI Choctaw Day Smithsonian voice. You have to count like 100 times louder than that. Here we go, everybody. And 1, 2, 3, jump. And he jumped up. He said, oh, I got my fish. I got my fish. I'll never have to work again. I got my fish. I got my fish. Where's my fish? And while he was wondering where did the fish go, he felt a cold breeze back where he'd never felt one before. He said, whoa, that's awful cold. Whoa, where is my tail? And then he saw it, frozen solid, waving underneath a river of ice, leaving Rabbit with that little powder puff of a tail, just like he's got today. And that's how the Choctaws say it got that way. All because Rabbit, say it with me, just wouldn't stop talking. Yakoke, thank you for coming out to celebrate Choctaw Days with us. And a big round of applause for these kids who made it all happen. Thank you guys, I appreciate it.